when you see a feather on the front of your fifth wheel, you start to kind of wonder, did it just fly up and stick, or did it hit something? I hope it didn't hit something. I don't see anything else resemblance of a bird left on there. So I think it just stuck with some flight guts.
This is how your slide topper is supposed to look, right? Right? Dangling like that when the slide's pulled in.
We continue to have major problems with this slide toppers. My honest recommendations from now on, don't get slide topper. It's just not worth it. Wipe off stuff. It's just been the worst slide topper we've ever had. And if I had known how much of a difficulty this would have been, I just wouldn't have got one.
Save the money.
Yeah, save the money. The $3,000 that it costs for slide toppers, just broom off, sweep off, like, I don't think it's as big of a problem. How many bungees can you use? These are the times where you question full-time living. It's not just the full campgrounds, the craziness, the people around you. Sometimes it's the rig itself. Well, we're on in Minnesota. It's our 38th state that we've hit out of obviously the lower 48. We're slowly filling in the gap here. I'm excited to finally close the door on this little gap. All right, 2 more to go. That's a snapper right there. That's gonna bite your finger off and snap it right real quick.
Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. It has over 14,000 named lakes 10 acres or larger, the largest of which is Lake Superior. There are many times that we would look out over Lake Superior and feel like we were back in Florida, since the water continues for miles with no land in sight. Lake Superior is the largest lake in the world by surface area. To remind ourselves we weren't back in Florida, all we had to do was step foot in the water. The average temperature is 40 degrees, plus it doesn't leave any residual salt on your feet when it dries. Minnesota has over 5.7 million residents and contains the northernmost point in the continental U.S., Angle Inlet. We did not visit the northernmost point since its only land connection involves crossing into Canada. Coming from Minnesota would entail taking a boat. We were able to see the northern lights while staying in Grand Portage, and it was incredible. RVing has opened us up to some experiences we might not otherwise be exposed to. Minnesota has 647 miles of paved trails and 919 miles of natural surface trails. Many trails are around water or waterfalls. The Superior Hiking Trail is 310 miles long, and we experienced multiple pieces of this trail during our stay in the state.
Whenever you're trying to find out, is there water, is there not water, can you fill up, can you not fill up? Luckily there's a spigot. So this is where we're gonna be. There's dump stations straight ahead that I think you can fill up on water, but I didn't want to have to do like the circle around. So we're gonna back up a little bit. We're gonna go down there, stop. Luckily we already put in 20 gallons. We're gonna put another 20 gallons that should last us plenty of time. I know, 40 gallons of water, 2 days, it's a lot, but we like to live comfortably. One of the big attractions in Minnesota is the Mall of America, and it definitely held up to its name. This massive mall has 4 levels, 520 stores, 60 restaurants, a 13-screen movie theater, indoor theme park, an aquarium, arcades, mini golf, and more. It's like a temperature-controlled Disneyland at a fraction of the cost. Sometimes it's really difficult to find a good dash cam. We had a dash cam that was like a $40 dash cam that worked great, exactly what we needed to. But we also use a lot of the dash cam for a lot of our videoing, and we need good quality so we can show you good quality. And unfortunately, nowadays, it's hard to find that. And so sometimes you have to do a little bit of a test model and have 3 different dash cams going on at the same time to compare to the original. And the original was really good, but the downside is that it had a battery, and after 2-3 years, that battery, just like any other battery, just doesn't last any longer. So we've been having corrupt files and corrupt issues. So we said, let's buy the same one. Really good. It was only $40. Like, that's really good for a dash cam. It's not the same dash cam. It's the quality is horrible. Everything about it is horrible. So we said, okay, we'll send that back and let's test out some other dash cams. And there's not really good dash cams out there. So for those looking for a dash cam, good luck. But we will let you know. If we find one that we really like, we'll let you know.
Do you ever go visit someone at the hospital and then they're connected to all these IV lines and monitors? You're like, oh, wow, there's a lot going on. That's kind of how I feel with all this. I'm like, there's a lot going on up there. A little distracting.
Just a couple cables, a couple monitors, a couple devices.
But the coolest thing, did you see it? It's the air freshener. Personalized air fresheners. First time ever, we're trying to get to our next campground, and the roads are flooded, so we can't get across. And then the one interstate that goes across is under construction, so you can't go that way.
Yeah, they are completely flooded. The river right next to this little town, Cook, Minnesota, flooded like half the town. So
there are houses like underwater.
It's pretty bad. So we just have to go another like 40 miles or maybe 30 miles out of the way to be able to get to where we're going. But that happens. You know, you get a closed road, you get flooding. You know, there's always something to be able to get it. So we try to do our best. That's why we have 2 Google Maps and also our Garmin GPS, GPS, but neither one helped us in this case.
Yeah, they both failed us. At least Garmin knew that the interstate was closed. Google didn't even know that. So, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Moving on.
We are heading over to Lake Vermilion State Park right now. We can't do the mine tour because it is flooded. So we're going to try and do some of the trails, do a little hiking today. So we'll see how this goes. It's always something.
We are trying to do a UPS drop-off location. I should have known when we started coming along here that this is definitely not a UPS drop-off location.
It's a single lane dirt road that dead ends somewhere. There's a tree branch down. Well, no, there's a tree down blocking the road ahead, which of course we couldn't see from where we were. And then there's the river right here that's just flowing right next to us. There's no way to turn around, so Ryan has to go backwards down the entire dirt road.
Again, should have known better, because you just got that gut feeling that this is probably not where you're dropping off UPS packages.
The orange construction thing,
It's a dead end.
up at the front probably should have been another indicator, like you shouldn't go down this road.
Not many people are coming down this road. Luckily, a 360 camera in the backup. If we didn't have a backup camera in a truck, I don't know if I would do so well.
Google's getting a frowny face for that one. Well, we're at the visitor center, and although you can't do tours, because again, the mine is flooded, there's a lot of equipment that's sitting outside that you can take a look at and read about, and you can go in the visitor center and read their signs and everything.
It is amazing on just, again, goes back to visiting somewhere and just seeing how things once were, and the triumphs and the hardships they had. I mean, we were reading something that I had seen inside that talked about somebody worked for 10 years straight, 6 days a week, didn't get time and a half, didn't get a vacation for 10 years. Just unheard of anymore.
So we were going to do the Miners Trail, but it sounds like that one is underwater. But there's the West Mine Loop, which is really short, 0.4 miles. So we're going to do that one. It'll take us to the deepest part of the mine. So that's kind of cool. And then we're going to head over to the other end of the park on the Anamani Trail. It sounds like that one's pretty clear, but the hiking club trail is underwater. And so we're just going to have to cut it short today, but that's okay because we have a gym back at the casino. So we'll just jump on some cardio equipment there and make up for all the miles we didn't get here. It's a Larry car.
Start, that's all. Increasing the speed.
That is really cool. Seeing how far down it is, like you can't even tell
That's crazy.
the video.
That's deep. That's easy, like 100 to 150 feet down.
And the mosquitoes are insane out here, so not really the best time to come. We even sprayed, bug spray and everything, but
The killer Minnesota mosquitoes.
bring a full bottle of bug spray for this trail because you will need to reapply and reapply and reapply.
Oh yeah, oh look, it's like a little turkey or something? What is that thing?
I can't run.
You got this, you got this.
I hold my phone. Okay, ready?
Ready. Oh, she got it. She got it. She's got this. She's got this. Now that's a view. Nice little post up above the lake. So what did you think about the hike?
I'm pretty sure the mosquitoes just carried us here. Even
actually-
with all the bug spray.
It's not bad right here, but I kind of agree. Like the mosquitoes are crazy. And then of course, you know, because of all the rain, some of the places have kind of been washed out. So I got her through. She made it. We're gonna see how well we get back because we do have to go back that way.
We'll just have the mosquitoes carry us over the big wet spots.
I'll just build a canoe out of some wood. You know, it's like what they used to do.
I think the mosquitoes are faster.
Probably.
I just need to take a pause to scrape the mosquitoes off and enjoy the breeze to blow them away.
A couple layers of mosquitoes that you gotta like flush out of your system. Brush off and just keep moving. That's the key with any mosquitoes, is just keep going.
Yeah, but we can't outwalk them.
You're gonna keep from rolling.
Do you see that?
What?
Can you see that the water is right there? Right there. we're level with the water.
Hey, we're not in the water.
That counts for something. Because it's very green.
While visiting Grand Portage, we stayed at a campground on Lake Superior. We had reserved a Lakeview site, but due to a lax campground setup, we started our trip with a view of a construction equipment instead. The following morning, a full-timer checked out, so we snagged his Lakeview site. The views were beautiful. The sunsets, incredible. And to top it off, we finally got to see the northern lights during our stay. Venturing out of the campground offered even more beauty. We visited waterfalls at Grand Portage State Park, Devil's Kettle at Judge Magny State Park, Tetagooch State Park, and the beautiful beach surrounding Hollow Rock.
This place has a lot of worms hanging from trees. If you're not careful, they land on you. You run right into them.
Sometimes you don't even know when you pick up a hitchhiker.
It's Devil's Kettle. Another feeling Ryan might be getting a little wet. across the entire road.
Scared him to death, the poor little thing.
He did have a spot on his back that his shell was kind of caved in, so he's had it rough, but he's still a trooper. He's hanging in there. What happened, honey?
Just got peed on. By a little friend by our campsite. This is why when you oh, he's still going.
He's not happy with you.
When you camp at campsites near the river, you end up getting a turtle that pees on you.
Okay, go put him back. He's still going.
Still going. All right.
What are you guys doing? Come on, let's go inside.
While staying in Duluth, we checked out a couple more state parks. Although technically these parks were in Wisconsin, they still contain waterfalls and fun hiking trails that we didn't want to miss.